Pope calls for worldwide gun confiscation, except for the UN. So what he's suggesting here is everyone gives up all the guns except for the UN. Then the UN can come round with its guns and you'll do as you're told or they'll shoot you. So when they say get into this lorry, you'll go into a a re-education camp, you can have nothing to fight back with. I agree in guns to be removed, but from everyone, army, police, UN, everyone. Or the alternative, we all have them. What do you think? Wednesday, May 9th. Daily Fail. Give 10,000 to every 25-year-old. God, I'm fed up with those whinging millennials. Fed up with the crap in these papers. Betrayal of our soldiers. Fury as ministers axe plans for amnesty over historic killing in Northern Ireland. Now this is a double-edged coin really, because if they're going after the supposed IRA, who were actually controlled by us anyway, who killed many people historically, then soldiers should suffer the same thing, surely. That's only fair. You can't say, oh well, you know, your lot killed people and so you've got to face consequences. Well yeah, we know our soldiers killed innocent people, but you know, we're going to let them off. Don't work. It's got to be same for both. Row over stars who mocked Catholicism. So she's wearing the fish head hat of the dope. It's all fake anyway. So her by her wearing that, she's just saying, you know, it's all smoke and mirrors, which is what it is at the end of the day. The Guardian. The Meghan Markle effect. It makes you sick of the parasitical scum. Through my cancer I've found the key to a good life. George Monbiot. Safer panels on Grenfell rejected due to cost. But this isn't this the reason why they had those shitty panels on in the first place? Due to cost. And so they want to carry it on, do they? Think they give a shit about anyone? Nah. Blanchett takes charge in Cannes. More distraction. Fears over new Gulf crisis as Trump pulls out of Iran nuclear deal. Well, I must admit, I've not looked into this fully, but it was supposed to be the reason that Iran wouldn't develop a nuclear project. So they're on par with the rest of those in that area. They've got nuclear weapons, but I've got a feeling there's more to this than meets the eye. Obviously, you're not going to find out in the papers. Yeah, you lot do some research and let me know for a change, eh? Exterminated. Science hail world's biggest project to wipe out rodents. Why? And yes, you're going to come with all this spread disease. Yeah, we devastate nations. We devastate forests. Well, we don't. The evil, corrupt criminals in charge do. If anyone wants wiping out, it's them. The scum. War Boys in new appeal. This paper could be worth £50. The whole bleeding lot of it isn't worth 50 quid. Exclusive. Fergie's first words after brain op. How did Doncaster get on? Sunderland Rovers lost 1-0 at home to Wigan. Daniela Docks using her rib to replace her cheekbone. And if you don't know the story behind that, she snorted so much cocaine the septum just disintegrated. The Times. Security firms face ban on helping EU in row over satellite. I'll tell you what's more important than giving billions and trillions to Europe to apparently build this satellite bullshit, using that money to get those that are homeless off the streets, to put them in a home. No, going to space is more important, even though you can't. Filling up. Pay for petrol at the pump to avoid obesity. Is that total bollocks or what? Rather than fill up, walk to the cashier and pay him, pay at the pump to avoid obesity. That is total bullshit and the opposite way round. Trump ditches rotten nuclear deal with Iran. Dismay among allies as sanctions reimposed. Tehran may restart programme within weeks. Metro. Cruise and her crew. It's to do with cans, a distraction. Trump dumps Iran nuke deal. Decision risks putting US on road to war, warns Obama. The man that caused more wars in his presidency than any other US president in history ever. I suppose you could say, well, he'd know about it then, wouldn't you? But yeah, we'll see. Express. Trump's biggest gamble yet, ending Iran nuclear deal. Rees-Mogg fury as peers defeat PM again. Lords take wrecking ball to Brexit. Fury erupted last night as members of the Lords were accused of taking a wrecking ball to Brexit. Same thick shit over and again. Secret behind Meghan's smile. Yes, she trained and trained and trained in acting school for so long, she's got it off to a T. And we're supposed to be, you know, in awe of this because she's a parasite? Yeah, I guess so. My hero Shane, Corrie suicide special. 30 kids beg for Kate Tot. Rio's baby plea. Mirror. Should you cash in or keep final salary pensions? Cash them in and enjoy it while you can, because it's going to go otherwise. Karen Matthews. I am not Britain's worst mum. I didn't kill anybody. Exclusive. Her first full interview on kidnap scandal. I think this is the mum that kidnapped her own daughter and tried to get some money, something like that, I think. So yeah, I think that makes her pretty much bad. I wouldn't say the worst. Just look at the royals and you'll find the worst. They never look after anyone, any of the kids. The Telegraph. When I make promises, I keep them. Trump fulfills election pledge to pull out of Iran deal. US to reimpose nuclear sanctions on Tehran. Britain, France and Germany condemn decision. Well, what I take from that is he's fulfilling an election pledge. If that's the case, good on him. And the fact that Britain, France and Germany condemn the decision means it's probably a good one. But we'll see. Met reviews 30 cases over botched tests. Because you can trust the Met, because they're not a bunch of paedophile protecting scumbags, are they? Oh no, they are actually. Brittle bone drug could cure baldness. Well, my mate that sits in the car next to me won't be taking it, I guarantee you, because he knows that the side effects will probably be death. Troubles veterans to be denied amnesty. Ticket prices could rise in rail fare reform. You know that reform they were doing a couple of days ago, they mentioned it, where they're going to make sure that the ticket prices become more fairer, and you know, it's rather than having to buy individual tickets, which works out cheaper than buying the one ticket straight there. Oh, yeah, the only way around it is to put the prices up. I did say that was coming. MPs pushing for more regulations want a fettered and coward press. Yeah, probably. paper. North Korea. Team behind Glastonbury will stage music festival at Kim Jong-un's checkpoints. Yeah. Ferguson wakes from coma and talks to friends. The far right has weaponized free speech, and they're doing this by getting you to censor yourself. Oh, I shouldn't say that, I might offend someone. I shouldn't say this, it might offend someone. Free speech is free speech, whether you offend anyone or not. Just do it. Johnson challenges PM to sacking. We baby boomers do owe a debt to desperate millennials. Where's this millennials come from anyway? Trump pulls out of Iran nuclear agreement. Middle East plunged into uncertainty after President announces US withdrawal from deal that was backed by other Western powers. That means it's probably a good thing. Prime Minister joins with France and Germany to express regret and concern. Fears over new conflict and disruption to oil supplies. Let's get the price of that petrol ramped up again, shall we? They've had it too long for so good. Financial Times. Trump pulls out of Iran nuclear accord and restores sanctions. US President defies pleas from Europe. Threat of action against those helping Tehran. Argentina's slide towards crisis forces reformer Macri to call on IMF for help. The International Monetary Fund, the Rothschilds for help. Are you crazy? Gee. Song and dance greets Coupe's share options.